All right, my man. State your name and let them know you on Real Talk with Nick.
Got Weeds from Uptown, Wayne.
That's what it
What's
is.
good? What's good? What up? What's going on?
All right, and Wayne's on Real Talk with Nick.
Yeah.
Talk to me, baby. Nick fan?
Of course. Day one.
All right, day one, Nick fan. All right. Now I want to talk about these Knicks of today. Tonight we playing the Nets. I don't know if you're aware of that, but you know, just in general, man. Tell me who's your favorite player on the Knicks and who's doing the damn thing, man.
I don't have an individual player right now. You know what I mean? I think we all collectively are a pretty good team right now. You know what I mean? We got a lot of grooming to do, but as far as like individual player, I gotta say I'm feeling Brunson right now. As far as like you know who's carrying the team, I seen a lot of consistency with him.
Yeah. Now when we talk of Brunson, right? Because a lot of people were saying that he was overpaid. That was the most concern when we speak of the fans of New York. When we speak of Brunson. Yeah. Right. Now that he's been balling out, how do you feel about that? You think they gave him too much money, or do you think he's worthy of?
Honestly, I think it's a good investment. You know what I mean? So far, he's been proving that, you know what I mean? He could do his thing, you know what I mean? So, I'm saying we gave people less worthy of the money we gave them, and they got it, you know what I mean? So, honestly, I'll give him a shot. Why not? He's like I say, I feel like he's earned his dollars. I personally went to the game a couple weeks ago. I seen that boy working. So,
yeah. What was you most impressed about? And what games did you go to?
I went to the game I went to. That was when they played the Wizards and stuff like that. That was in the preseason. The game before, like 2 days before the season started. So I went to that game, and I know that game, his hustle. You know what I mean? He was hustling. He was up and down. I mean, both sides of the court, both ends of the court.
Yeah.
Offense, defense, he was doing his thing.
What do you? Oh, you said offense.
He's like one of the smallest guys. You see the play like that. This guy up there out rebounding big men. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, both sides of the court, he was doing his thing.
Yeah.
Scoring, stealing. You know what I mean?
What do you say to those who say that he need to play better D though? He can't guard nobody. Like when we speak of guards like Marcus Smart, Drew Holiday, guards like that. Some criticize his size, saying
he's got a short. I get that. I understand, boy. You know what I mean? Like say they go some right coaches are going to take advantage of the mismatches and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because like I say, I see him personally. He's kind of a small guy, but he has he has a great athleticism. You know what I mean? So. You can't really doubt that. You know what I mean? When you got good athleticism, you know what I mean? He can only get better with more experience. Cause like he has the mean to do it. He can run up and down that court. I'll tell you, a guy he don't run out of breath. But I believe he can do it though, man. Like I said, with more experience, you know what I mean? Playing on a professional high level like this, he definitely put throughout the years. You know what I mean?
Being that you've seen him in person,
I feel like he did excellent on defense when I seen him play. Like you know what I mean? In a couple of games I seen, he playing pretty well. It could be better. You know what I mean? The pressure's different. It was a preseason game, but the pressure's different now. But it's not, as a team collectively, I feel like it could be. They need to complement each other more a little better. You know what I mean? But other than that, it's a lot of hope I got for the team right now.
Okay.
I've been excited for a while. To tell you the truth.
All right, and when we speak of that, R.J. Barrett, man, what come to mind, man?
R.J. Barrett, good player. I just hope this year that he just shows more consistency.
As far as what?
As far as like as far as how can I say it? As far as like his performance, that game, like I said, back to that Knicks and Wizards game I went to. Jalen Brunson and RJ was going crazy. They both was going. RJ was more on the offensive end, but Jalen Brown was doing both ends of the floor. But I want to say, honestly, RJ needed. I feel like he has a little chip off his shoulder and stuff like that, a little nervousness to him. You know what I mean?
Think so? Do you think the chip could come from all this dominant mental talk? Everybody was talking about trade RJ for dominant. That didn't happen. So do you think he got a little chip on his shoulder to show New Yorkers like, hey, I'm that guy. I should have never been in trade talks.
I feel like, yeah. Hey, listen. I understand what you said. I see what you go with this. But yeah, I feel like, he definitely does, though. He still has more to prove himself. He's still a young player. You know what I mean? I feel like he's doing excellent himself, too, honestly. But he has a lot more to prove, a little more pressure. Honestly, because it's the big city and stuff like that. Donovan Mitchell would have been a good look for us. I'm not gonna sit there and act like
right.
Like if Donovan Mitchell's not an excellent player. You see what happened when we played Cavs.
Right.
That game, man. I was kind of let down with that, but we did pretty well in that game. We did very well in that game. We just dropped the ball at the last. I just felt like we ran out of gas.
So when we speak of that game, glad you brought that game up. Who was at fault for that game?
Who say that again?
Who's at fault? Who fault was it that we lost the game to the Cavs?
I want to say, honestly, it was really nobody's fault, honestly. I honestly feel like the team ran out of gas. I feel like we put our order too early. We ain't saving enough for the tank. We leave enough for the tank. You know what I mean? Like, because if you watch the game, right, they played, we carried them through most of the game. We carried them. everything collapsed. Like I want to say during when the second unit came. I want to say because you know what, Cam Reddish though. I like Cam Reddish, but it's like I just hope that he needs to step it up more. Cam Reddish.
In what way? Because a lot of people think he's stepping up. He's getting out that funk. So what more do you need to see from Cam Reddish?
I need to see he's kind of sloppy to me. I feel like he's sloppy. You know what I mean? I feel like he makes a lot of mistakes. Like you know what I mean? He makes a lot of turn the ball over a lot. Turn the ball over a lot. That's like to me, turn the ball over a lot. And like a couple of shot decisions wasn't really that I see personally. You know, I'm not a professional analyst, but from parts I seen was important in certain games, where that game specifically, honestly, he basically, you know what I mean? He a couple of turnovers, I think, 1 or 2 turnovers. But it wasn't his fault. I'm not putting it all on him. The second unit really dropped the ball on that one. You know what I mean? The second unit came out, it really was like nothing they could do. And then the Cavs turned it up a notch. They turned it up. So, you know what I mean? As I said, when it came with the energy, it's like the Cavs kind of had their energy saved and like wait for the Knicks to burn themselves out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, by the end of the third, I started noticing the difference. Like, you know what I mean? They wearing down a little bit. Then when the beginning of the fourth is like the Knicks ain't scored till like probably like 3 minutes left into the quarter. Honestly, like maybe about something like that. I'm like, what's going on? Like they buy the gas. That's
okay. Now I know you heard about all the talk with my man Julius Randle. He was under fire since last year, but it seemed like now that we got an official point guard, he could stay in his position, man.
And that's the problem I have with him also, to tell you the truth. I noticed that even a little bit somewhat, the game I went to, I feel like he do a little too much dribbling for a big man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, even though he could handle the ball, but his handle was kind of a little like, you know what I mean? Like
suspect,
he's doing a little,
right?
It's a little suspect. But I guess he wants to prove that I'm a big and I can handle the ball. Cool, that's cool, granted. But I just feel like he need to, like, you know what I mean? He's kind of sloppy with it. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need you for that. You need to be the point guard. But even though, you know what I mean? We got a guard for him.
You mean power forward?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. We don't need him to run. We don't need him to run the ball all the time. Like, you know, we thinking he's the point guard sometimes. I feel like he gets misconstrued with that sometimes. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like he dribbles too much. I feel like he dribbles too much.
Still, even with Jalen Brunson on the spot.
When I seen that day, yeah, I feel like he did. Yeah, a little too much unnecessary dribbling. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Easy with that, or like I don't know, man. Maybe probably the defense was collapsing, or I mean, the offense probably wasn't really what he wanted. I don't know, but from what I've been seeing, I just feel like personally, I always had that problem with it. I feel like he does too much dribbling. Like, I mean, dribble a little too much, man. Pass the ball, like. You know
okay. I mean? And what about my man Obi, man? You think Obi's ready to start?
Man. Obi, man. I like him as I think starting. I like where he at right now, man. I like where he's at right now. To tell you the truth, he's a good relief player and stuff like that. I like where he's at right now. Like he could start. He could start, but I feel like for the better fit for the rotation, I feel like, you know what I mean. Like I feel like it'll be better if, you know what I mean, he come off the bench. Honestly, I feel like we miss Mr. We're not miss. We've got a good team. We need to work on that team. You know what I mean? We need to work on them guys together. Maybe missing one. I'm not talking about a star. I'm not into all those, big names. I'm not into all that. Like, you know what I mean? Personally, I don't think that's the key.
So you wasn't so we did the right thing not picking up Donovan Mitchell.
Oh no, that's kind of different. I mean, he's a star. He's a developing star though. Like, you know what I mean? He's not really a super duper star yet. Like, he ain't a superstar yet. Like, you know what I mean? He's a star though, but I wouldn't say Donovan Mitchell is a superstar. You know what I mean?
Right.
But he's going to be a superstar. He's on his way. He's almost there.
What do you say to those who say that R.J. Barrett's on his way too?
Oh yeah,
he broke records at the age of 21 that was held by LeBron. Who else? Kobe, and it was another player.
Same. That's to come with the consistency. RJ gotta be. As I said earlier, he gotta stay consistent. You know what I mean? I would step it up a little bit and stay consistent. Like, you know what I mean? I step it up because he's doing fine. I feel like just be consistent. Do it on a nightly basis. Do it do it all the time. I want to see him do it all the time.
Okay.
Last year, like I said, he really wasn't consistent like that last year, and like I say, even somewhat starting off, like, kind of looking a little lost sometimes. You know what I mean? But for the most part, you know what I mean? I got confidence in him. I got confidence in him.
Okay. And when we speak of that, my boy Emmanuel quickly, man.
Man, man. I'll tell you about him, man. That's that, man. That is like the real cornerstone of the team. That he's like the sleeper killer. He's the silent assassin.
Yeah.
He's our secret weapon.
Think so?
He's our secret weapon. I try to talk about him. I don't want nobody to steal him. Other teams try to steal him. So I try to bring him up so much.
Yeah.
He's our secret weapon.
Does he mind?
He's kind of like, you could say, the glue, and he hustle. I like his hustle. He's a good player, man. He ain't gonna get nothing but better. He ain't gonna give you nothing but better. I don't want to talk about it too much. Somebody might try to steal him. You know what happens? If you get good players next, you know what happens. You know what happens if you get somebody good.
Yeah.
I have no complaints with him. I feel like he holds the team together. I
Think
feel
he
like if he was to go somewhere, it'd be quiet. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like if something happened quickly, everything would collapse with that team. Because if you really like, he's really like on key plays and stuff like that. Like even from last year, he was there. Like you know, what I mean? He showed up.
So you like him in the second unit, as opposed to being in the first?
I like him in the first. I'd rather him in the first. What unit he was in? He's in the second unit.
It's the second unit, I believe.
He needs to be in the first. I can see him starting.
You see him
I
starting?
can see him starting, honestly. I can see him starting. But honestly, like, all right, boom. From what I see in the second year, I see what D Rose was running point that time. That's when that joint collapsed, though, man. D Rose. It was Cam. And I can't remember who was on the floor at that moment, but that was like that. It collapsed right then and there. It collapsed then. You know.
Okay, and
that's why they was tired.
And when we speak of centers, man, we got Jericho Sims. And my
like
man
that Hartenstein dude, man. Hartenstein got a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Hartenstein, you know, the tall white dude.
Yeah, what you like about his game, man?
Man, he's good. I ain't gonna lie.
Because some say that
I ain't gonna lie, for his size to be slim, he's very strong. He's very aggressive. You know what I mean? He's kind of strong for his body side. And he can maneuver. Like, you know what I mean? Very strong. I ain't gonna lie, got a lot of power to him.
But what do you say to those?
He's kind of smart. He got an IQ like people that's being slept on.
Okay.
He's kind of smart.
But what do you say to those who say that his chemistry is not good with Emmanuel Quickly, as far as his passing and stuff like that?
I gotta look into that a little more, to tell you the truth. Maybe, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta look into that a little more. Honestly, I really been focused on that. Really, honestly, I can't really go on with the pick and roll, but Emmanuel Quick, I think about Emmanuel Quickly though, right? Not to bring him up, not to overdo it with him. He's very smart, man. That guy, he has a good basketball IQ. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna make adjustments and stuff like that. Like I'm saying, they gotta get a little more time together. You know what I mean? They'll figure it out. You know what I mean? They both young dudes, and they both of them got a lot of potential. Hartenstein, like I ain't know who he was until like I saw him playing. I'm like, oh, what's doing right here? Like,
all right.
I was like, nice. Like, you know what I mean? He got some game to him. He got a hustle. You know what I mean?
And I know you still got your money on my man Mitch. Mitchell Robinson.
Man. Help me stay healthy. That's all. Help me stay healthy.
Yeah.
He's a great Listen, he was that game I went to. He dropped like 30 something. Matter of fact, he was one probably like he went crazy that game He went crazy that game.
Yeah.
But I just hope he stay healthy. The game I think was a Cap game. I seen him walk out. One of the games I saw recently. It was a Cap game. I didn't turn. It was like the same thing that happened with the Cap game. So I didn't turn. I wasn't playing.
But for the most part, you like his game.
Yeah, I like his game.
For the most part.
I just hope he stay healthy though.
That's your main concern.
I just hope he stay healthy. He's one of, honestly, like I said, let me go back here. Quickly, Mitch Robinson. We got some dudes, man. We got some good young talent. He just got to stay healthy. That's all, Mitch Robinson.
All right, and last but not least, man, what do you say to those who say that we got a good team, but we need a new coach?
Oh, Tom, man. Tom's a good coach, man.
Oh, so you all for Tom?
No. I like Tom. I don't think we need a new coach. I feel like Tom is the reason why these guys got groomed the way they did. It's a veteran coach. I don't feel like for example, right? You see how they just do the Steve Nash and the Nets and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Maybe you probably want to do something like that with the Knicks, man. They want to throw some dude who got no experience on us. Like, we've been through wild stuff like that. Tom Thibodeau has a lot of experience, man. You know what I mean?
So you like him?
I like Tom. He changed the team around. I feel like he was the main reason.
So you're not concerned with his rotation? Some criticize saying that he overplayed people. You know?
So they complained about Tom Thibodeau a couple years ago. I don't really remember a couple years ago. Oh, he don't do defense. What happened with the Knicks? Like, you know what I mean? He got the boys playing defense. Oh, he supposed to be only an offensive coach. Like, man, that guy's a coach, bro. He's not a coach, man. He's a professional. He's been around great teams, stuff like that. So I wouldn't feel comfortable for somebody else, to tell you the truth. Honestly, who else is there left in the league to really coach?
Mark Jackson.
You got Mark. Say he interested. You ever Mark be interested?
It would be nice, man, if he was.
Mark's cool. I'm saying it'd be interesting to see what he do. You know what I mean? I don't know. Be interested. Can't call it, man. Like I said, I honestly felt like Tom kind of set this team up. You know
you team Tom Thibodeau.
I feel like it's not broke. Don't fix it. You know what I mean? Ain't no wrong with the coaching, actually. Not the coaching. The coaching's pretty good. Like I said, we stepped our defense up. We got, you know what I mean? I feel like he played a lot into getting them young dudes chemistry together. Like, you know what I mean? That's why he put like Todd Gibson on the team, D Rose, to give him that. Because, you know, he's been around. We ain't had no structure before. We didn't have no structure. We didn't have no identity. I feel like he's bringing them more identity. You know what I mean? As far as like a unit too. Like, these guys are playing good together right now. You know what I mean? And nothing's gonna work overnight, man. These are young guys. A lot of teams are young. that's why it's going to be more interesting because the playing field, I feel like it's more even in the league because like a lot of the older dudes are retiring, some guys. It's a lot of young, there's a lot of teams coming up, man. I'm saying all the teams that everybody was underdogs, they going to be, you know what I mean? All the eights is going to be number ones this year. You heard?
Okay.
Everything about to flip this year.
Okay.
Obviously,
And last but not least, like I said earlier, we played the Brooklyn Nets tonight. What you think the outcome's going to be?
Man, that right there, man. We're going to get them.
You think so?
We're going to get them by 3, 4.
3, 4 points?
They're going to make it a hustle. They're going to make it, KD ain't no slouch.
Yeah.
KD in the slump, too, though. They've been in a little slump, man.
Yeah.
Kyrie still suspended,
nah, he's
right?
suspended, yeah.
Go to the Knicks. You already know. I'm going to the Knicks, man. We're
all day,
We're going to do them in right now.
We're going to do them in.
That's show who city this is.
I think they already know. They ABA champions.
Who city this is.
We NBA champions. It's a difference right there.
Exactly.
It's a whole different class by themselves, man. And with that being said, man, I got the youngster out here in Harlem talking to Real Talk with Nick, a.k.a. Nicavelli King, man. Listen, man, let's tune into the game. Let's go orange and blue, baby.